plus 619. Before we proceed, please acknowledge as I call your name. Start with our banker person. We have Engineer Sertubio Tutorena. Our vice banker person. We have Engineer Charity Villosa. And first, Engineer
Saan ninig pa ni Ross? Sa ito niya, idea pa din eh.
Then by Engineer Rodel Amangari. Members, we have our Engineer Rosita Villarreal. We have Engineer Roliche Tocala. Engineer Lorne Montandina. Miss Rochelle Gersola.
Present.
Architect Cristito Ocasa. From the back secretariat, headed by our Procurement Engineer Mariana Putis. We have Miss Leia May Capale. Engineer Cristilo Sumila and Gertrude Rosilio Tonali. Sir, there from the observers of linear viewing online, also along with the contractor's representative. Sir Chair, the members present, the please go of you now proceed this private conference or
This meeting is called to, private is called to order. May call to the brief presentation of this project.
Okay, good morning Okay, good morning everyone. Especially to our chairperson, Sir Jovi Chuterena. So, this for today's private conference, we will be discussing this agenda. Number 1, the basic contract data and budget details. Number 2, eligibility requirements, the technical component envelope, the financial component envelope, the format, sealing, and marking of bids, and then started bidding procedures, which are preliminary examination of bids, detailed examination of bids, post-qualification, and award of contract. Okay. For the basic contract data, for the for the 3 projects, these are as shown in the screen. No? We have here the contract IDs, 25GC006, 007, 008, with their corresponding project name, location, ABC, and then the duration of each contract. For the details of the project, for the first project, 25GC006, construction of concrete road, junction, Dipolog-Sindangan-Liloy Road, Bago, Dalongdong, connecting to Bago, Dalongdong, Joaquin, Macias in support of rice, rubber, coconut, and Abaca industries. So, the station limit for this particular project is at station 12 plus 890 to station 13 plus 620. So, for the typical road section, so the scope of work includes construction of 3.35 meter wide concrete road with a thickness of 280 mm PCCP. We also have to construct the shoulder of 1.5 meters with an item 300 of 150 mm thick. And then, aside from that, there will be installation of roadway facilities. Okay, these are the metal guardrails, metal beams, and then the application of thermoplastic pavement markings. So basically, this project is the continuation of the ongoing project. So since this is under a multi-year program of the government in coordination with the DTI and DPWH. Okay. So for the second project, in the 5JC007, construction of concrete road, National Road Junction, Dipolog-Sindangan-Liloy Road Junction, Dinasan, Lipay in support of Agribusiness, Rubber, and Coco sa Dalman, Zamboanga del Norte. So again, this is a convergence program with the DTI and DPWH. So for this particular project, the same roadway cross-section applies. The width of the road is 3.35 with a thickness of the PCCP of 280 mm, and then the shoulder is 1.5 meters with the thickness of item 300 gravel surface force of 150 mm. This project also includes construction of drainage, slope protections, installation of guardrails, and application of pavement markings. So for the third project, 25JC008, so preventive maintenance of road, asphalt overlay, preventive maintenance primary roads along Dipolog-Punta, Dansullan, Senior Osmeña, Zamboanga del Norte, Zamboanga del Sur, Boundary Road from 1853-580 to 1856-619. So the scope of work for this particular project is an asphalt overlay, you know, at this particular station from 1853-580 to 1856-619. So ang start aning nga project kay so this is the location of the project, no? Dapat sa may sangkol na siya magsugod. Then it will end sa boundary region sa ato ang jurisdiction sa ato ang district. Okay. So for the typical road section, so since this is an overlay, so the thickness of the overlay is 50 mm. Okay, item 3022 bituminous item 3101C or bituminous concrete surface bearing course hot blade 50 mm thick. But before application of this overlay, we need first to remove the existing overlay of 50 mm thick. Remove sa. Then ayan na to sa parebasan. Ayan i-kuan. Clarify sa ayan na to siya overlay. Okay, and before application po sa overlay, napupun tayo by kamay stock po. Pero na portion atong katong masid naman po siya pag butang sa kwan. Tingnan po siya na. Okay. So aside from that, this project also includes application of pavement markings, both white and yellow pavement markings. Okay. So that's all for the DED plans for these three projects. Okay. So next, let's go to the eligibility requirements of for the prospective bidders. Okay. So again, the prospective bidders are encouraged to enroll in the CWA. No, they can do so by accomplishing the CPIP or the DPWH Contractor Profile. I mean the CCASI, the Contractor's Confidential Application Statement for inclusion, and then they will also be attaching the list of annexes, including the supporting documents of CCASI, and then they will submit it to the procurement service. For the pickup license for these three projects, these are shown in the screen. So for the three projects, the classification for the pickup license should be General Engineering GE1 Road. And then the size ranges for 6 and 7 should be at least small b. And for contract ID 08 should be at least medium A. Okay. Now let's proceed to the technical component envelope. So these are the documents to be submitted by the bidder for their technical component envelopes. Okay, we have first the Class A documents. First one is the valid and updated project registration certificate. By submitting this valid and updated project certificate, the following documents will not be submitted by the bidder. These are the registration certificate, mayor's service permit, tax clearance, pickup license, and then the audited financial statements. Okay. Now, for joint ventures, each partner of the joint venture shall submit their respective certificate of registration. If ever there is an expired mayor's permit, we will not be accepting the receipt, only that you can update your field of registration certificate by presenting the receipt of renewal. Okay. For the next document is the statement of prospective bidders of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started. The contractor will be using Annex O of the CCSI together with the following supporting documents. Okay. If the contractor is already enrolled in CWA, they may not submit these documents. However, they should ensure that they have submitted the latest or updated documents in their profile in the CWA. Third document is a statement of bidder's single largest completed contract. They will be using Annex N of the CCSI together with the following documents as shown in the screen. Again, same with the previous document, bidders already enrolled in CWA may not submit these documents during opening, but provided that they remain an updated profile in their CWA. Okay, for the SLCC, make sure that your SLCC is at least 50% of the ABC for you to be qualified to bid. Okay. However, for contractors under small A and small B, they can submit their bids without similar experience, provided that the cost of such project is not more than their ARCC or allowable range of contract cost. Okay. For the major categories of these three projects, these are as shown on the screens. For both project 6 and 7, the major work category is road, construction, PCCP, and the similar categories is as shown. Okay. While for project number 8, the major work category is roads, rehabilitation, asphalt. Okay. Okay. Fourth document is the special pickup license. This will only be submitted for cases of joint ventures and registration for the type and cost of the contract to be bid. The fifth document is the original copy of the bid security. We have different forms of bid security as shown, and these different forms has their own prescribed form and then the minimum amount. Okay, but the most common is the notarized bid security declaration. No amount is stated, but make sure that it is notarized. Okay, following or using the prescribed form from number 12. So these are shown on the screen, the different forms of bid security. You can download it in the link provided in the bidding documents. Okay. The sixth document is under project requirements. We have first the organizational chart using form number 13. So in this document, the bidder will indicate the names of the key personnel as required in the bid data sheet. Okay, make sure that this form is also signed by the bidder's authorized representative. Okay, next document under project requirements is the list of contractors' key personnel. You will be using form number 14, and together with this form are the following supporting documents as shown on the screen. These are the curriculum vitae for personnel with their individual experience data, notarized affidavits of commitment to work per personnel, and then photocopy of their valid PRC license and photocopy of their valid certificate of accreditation and or training. Okay, so these are the list of contractors' key personnel as required for each contract. Okay, for the 3 contracts, we will be requiring 1 project manager with a minimum similar years of experience of 3 years and a total experience of 5 years. For project manager, we'll be requiring only 1, but make sure that the project engineer is accredited provisional project engineer or accredited project engineer 1, at least with these 2 accreditation. This is in compliance with DEO number 1480 of 2024. For materials engineer, we will be requiring only 1, but make sure that the materials engineer is at least DPWH accredited materials engineer 1. Okay, and this is also in compliance with DO number 98 series of 2016. Additional key personnel is a geometric control with a similar years of experience of 3 years and total years of experience of 5 years. Okay. Another key personnel is a safety officer. Make sure that the safety officer is a duly accredited safety officer 3. First aider, it should be, or he or she should be a duly accredited first aider. And for foreman, it must attain a minimum 3 years of similar experience and a total experience of 5 years. Okay. So for the project engineer, make sure that your pledged project engineer should not go beyond the limits of assignment as indicated in DEO 148 series of 2024. These limits of assignment is as shown on screen. Also, there is also a limit of assignment for materials engineer as per DEO 98 series of 2016. So these are as shown on the screen. Okay. Now for geometric control, make sure that the pledged personnel for geometric control must be either a graduate of either Bachelor of Science in Genetic Engineering or Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, or they may be a licensed genetic or civil engineer. But they must attain the required minimum years experience as shown ganina for engineering survey. Okay? So dapat ang ilang experience is for engineering survey. Okay. So together with the documents required, as mentioned a while ago, the contractor, the bidder, shall also include a copy of the transcript of records or diploma or a valid PRC ID should be attached in the bidding documents. For the safety officer, they must have undergone a mandatory 40-hour basic training. And for first aider, they must undergone certification training course from accredited organization as required by DOLE Department Order number 6235, number 235 series of 2023. Okay. Pursuant to item 6 of Department 9 series of 2012, if the proposed key personnel is an employee of the bidder and working on another project at the time of bidding, the bidder shall submit a certification that the personnel will be pulled out from the ongoing project once the bidder is awarded the contract, and he or she will be replaced with another person with equal or better qualification as certified by the head of the implementing office. Okay. So take note that this certification must be present if the key personnel is already working on another project. Okay. But if the bidder proposes a key personnel that is not an employee, pwede rin gyapon siya, provided that they shall submit a certificate that he or she will work for the bidder if it is awarded the contract under bidding. Pwede rin gyapon dili employee, nalay certification. And also take note that no personnel should be assigned to more than one key positions. Okay. For the next document is the list of contractors, major construction materials testing equipment units. We will be using form number 15 together with the following supporting documents for own equipment with siya copies of sales invoices, deed of sales, certificate of ownership, and our registration certificate from the LTO. For leased equipment, certification from the lessor that the equipment unit shall be available for the contract once awarded. And for under purchase agreement, certification from the vendor that the equipment unit shall be available for the contract once awarded. Okay? So for the minimum major construction equipment, for the 3 projects, just look at the posted bidding documents, specifically the program of works. Na dito nakadetailed ang minimum major construction equipment. Okay. Take note also for projects requiring batching plants. This is in accordance with DO number 253, series of 2003, that since only concrete and asphalt mixes produced by the duly accredited plant shall be used in the DPWH, thus the bidder must attach the certificate of accreditation for batching plants. So na siya dapat certificate of accreditation from the BRS. Okay. While for the minimum testing equipment, just refer to DO number 11, series of 2017. That particular department order lists the minimum material testing for each type of pickup licenses. So, na siya separate list of equipment for small contractors, for medium, and for large contractors. However, Unlike sa major construction equipment, the minimum testing equipment will be per contractor basis, meaning the equipment may be used to service several ongoing projects by the bidder. Okay, make sure that you will specify in the submitted bid the location of the equipment where it can be inspected. Take note that if any piece of the equipment that is not in the specified location during post-qualification, the bidder will be post-disqualified. Okay? And the last document is the omnibus sworn statement. Okay? Using form number 16. Take note that the new SS has already have or does have 10 statements. Okay? Additional document for corporation, partnership, or cooperative is that they will submit the original authorized secretary certificate. However, for joint venture, they will be submitting original special power of attorney, all members of the joint venture giving full power and authority of its officer to sign the OSS and do acts to represent the bidder. Okay. Now, for the financial document under Class A documents is the NFCC or net financial contracting capacity. For the computation of the bidder's NFCC, the following formula will apply. So NFCC is equals to current asset minus current liabilities times 15 minus the value of all outstanding or uncompleted portion of the projects under ongoing contracts, including awarded contracts yet to be started coinciding with the contract to be bid. Okay, so the value of the current assets and current liabilities will be from the most or the latest audited financial statements. Okay, but during eligibility processing, the DPWH or the procuring entity will be using the DPWH contractor's profile eligibility process in determining their NFCC. However, the result from the CPEP, DPWH CPEP, will be subject for further post-qualification. Okay? And the last document under technical component envelope is the Class B, which is the joint venture documents. So on these documents will only be submitted for contractors or bidders undergoing joint ventures. Okay? Next is the financial component envelope. This will be only be open if the bidder passes the opening of the first or technical envelope. So these documents comprises of the following. Number 1, the financial bid form using form number 9. Make sure that each and every page of form number 9 is signed by the person signing the bid. If a discount is offered is handwritten, then it should be signed for it to be valid. Also, in item C, in the bid form, the bidder must specify the taxes they have used or considered in coming up with their bid. Okay. Next document is the bill of quantities. The bill of quantities is composed of 2 separate forms, form number 17 and form number 18. The form number 17 is the BOQ itself. Make sure that each and every page should be signed. And then form number 18 is the summary of bid prices. Okay. For the third document, detailed estimates. So there is no prescribed form, but make sure that the bidder shall include the summary sheet of the unit prices of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rentals used in coming up with the bid. All bidders shall also be required to include the cost of all taxes in computing for their detailed estimates. And then the last one is the cash flow per quarter form using form number 19. And then the basis for the cash flow should be the duration. Since this is an EPA, so we will assume that the project will be awarded during the first quarter of the following year. Okay? So I guess that's all for the required documents for the contractor for their technical component envelope and financial component envelope.
The year is expired. I call our secretary to the schedule of this
opening of preliminary examination meeting.
Yes, Mr. Chair, I would like also to acknowledge for the record, we have Engineer Christine Carrion, also from PWD member, as well as from the observer. We have Manjay Katangan from the COA audit team. Now, for the information of everyone, the deadline of submission and receipt of bids and the bid opening shall be on November 18, 2024 at exactly 10 a.m. at Procurement Office of Norte, the Second District Engineering Office. That's the all session. Okay. That's all, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. Yeah, any motion for adjournment? Julie 600 is preventive adjourn. Thank you.
Ay, pang PWD, pili pabiling services. Sabot na kita sa mga discuss na kung sa